Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and yes, I got the Zeta Gundam. I bought some tokens. I don't often do that, but I really wanted to get Zeta, and I lucked out on my first... I bought 30 tokens, and on the first roll of the 10 spin I got the Zeta. And the only other good thing I even got in that 10 spin was the level 5 Gundam Ground Weapons Rack. Not sad to have it, but wouldn't have been my first, second, or third choice for cool stuff to get during this banner. But Zeta I got, and Zeta I am happy with. And it's naturally, because of what all it can do, it is an entirely new way to play. And it is taking me some time to get used to. You saw how I was doing at 1 a.m. in the trial mission. I'm so sorry. I have definitely put some time in this afternoon to get better with it. I'm recording this on Thursday evening, and yeah, I've gotten a little bit better. I did some pretty good, got some pretty good shots there, and the thing that is going to be great for me with Zeta Gundam is as you can see, I tend to get in too far and isolate myself. Like in any other mobile suit, I would have been dead there because I would have gotten tag teamed by those two things and just straight up murdered. And here I am on the other side of the map, safe. Also, don't forget that your Zeta can fire its beam rifle while falling, and does have the air dash ability. So if you cut out of Wave Rider mode before you get that last little bit of your boost, you can do a little bit of fine maneuvering and shooting at the end of your drop. Of course, it has to be on the ground before it can use any melee, so watch out for that. It has two melee weapons. It has its beam saber, and it has the beam bayonet that's built into its rifle. And there's another kill. This is a mix-up round. Zeta is worth 1,100 points there, incidentally. But yeah, it has those two. It has its beam rifle, which is an impact type, so it does recharge, or it does reload. So quick loader parts will help. And it has grenade launchers. In Wave Rider mode, it has beam guns, which do the rapid fire I really wanted, so that is a nice thing. And there's a beam rifle shot, and there's the beam guns, just to show off. Yeah, so... And I'm about to run out of boost right before I get up there. It also, incidentally, does have an evade in Wave Rider mode. It has barrel rolls that it will do. It absolutely 100% overheats thrusters, but it leaves you moving just a little bit afterwards, so you can get a little bit more range before you drop, which is nice. The other ability it has, I'll go over when it activates, but it does have one other thing that you've probably seen, and I know I mentioned it in the this week's update video, but yeah. And also, well, a couple more things. One, when you boost into someone as Wave Rider, you do damage, and you just tag them and just kind of hinder them, I'd say, is what it is. I don't think it's a full stun, but it will stop. It will flinch them and stop them from acting for a second. I'm trying to help number 2 there, who's on the ground, and then I just got hit really hard. I think that was one of the big missiles off the GTO2 there. So I am going to spitefully just charge it. Yeah, hit it with the ram and got around that, and dodge rolled as I hit because that Zeta was trying to tag me. Thank you, Windows Defender. I really needed that while I was recording, but my fault for leaving speakers on, I suppose. But now I am going to get killed because I'm just the only thing here, and they are just lighting me up. Remember that as of the last patch, transforming does end your invulnerability. You may have noticed I was doing some different moves there that were not possible before. When you activate Biosensor, when your health gets below like 30-40%, when the siren comes on, basically, Biosensor activates, which gives you a certain amount of stun resistance, I'm told, but also forced injectors and double dodge roll. So I believe it also cuts down boost consumption in Wave Rider mode. So Biosensor is very useful, but like the exam of GBO1, very difficult to get full use out of because you're nearly dead when it happens. As you may suspect, I have stacked nothing but hit point and boost parts on this, so I can get the most out of Zeta's abilities. That way I get the most I get the most Wave Rider mode duration, and I get the most health while using Biosensor, both of which can be very useful. That GPO2 is the MLRS version, which is actually really hard for me to fight, so I did what I could to it and just got away. I'm trying to remind myself to use the Wave Rider to make getaways more rather than to charge the enemy, because getting myself out of the kind of predicament I'm always getting myself into, actually retreating and getting back towards my allies, very useful, very important, and it's something I need to be doing more. So Darth Merrick brought that up to me. I think he's right, and it's something I'm trying to think about, and you can probably tell I'm thinking about it as I'm playing here. Also, boom, done. So yeah, Zeta is really good. It has a lot of options. It has a lot of different abilities that it's going to take a lot of time, I think, for everybody to get a hold of, get a handle on. Also, I'm pretty sure that one guy... No, one of the Zetas has a nice, like, Nemesis Prime-looking color scheme behind me. Looked good. But yeah, so a lot of things you can do with this, a lot of abilities it has, and it's kind of hard to handle, I think. But since you've got the trial mode to practice with, you can always work on that while you wait to drop it. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. This is probably going to get posted as an extra video, so check out today's other video if you get a chance. And until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! There's still other things they could do with Zeta, and I'm kind of interested to see if they do. It has some other options that it could have as weapons. They could make a really interesting support version of Zeta with the Hyper Mega Launcher as its main weapon, the extended grenade packs on it, and also the grapple, which works more or less like a sea serpent. So those are things, just collectively, those are things they could put on a support type Zeta Gundam, and I'd kind of love to see it happen. As to what other things we could do, there's a couple of Zeta variants from Gundam Evolve that we could get in. One, I believe, is Shin Matsunaga's. The other one, I think, is Johnny Raiden. I don't remember if those are the pilots or not, but they may even be vague about it. But also, I would love to see the Zeta Plus C1. I've just always loved the color scheme on that. I'm a sucker for the gray and blue, I guess, but I always liked that. Always wanted to get a model of it. Still might, but yeah, that would be a nice one to see.